In Activity 4D, we're going to continue on with the work we started with Activity 4C when we manually created some points. We applied a particular point style, we applied a point label style, and now we're going to go another step forward and we're going to create a custom description key set. To do that, we're going to go to the Tool Space, Settings tab, we'll expand the point group, and then within the point group listing, we'll move down to the description key set group. We'll expand that and we will select the description key set Civil 3D. With that selected, we will right click and choose to edit the keys. Right now we can see that within our key set listing we have 3 separate rows. We're going to create a custom new row. By selecting any one of the rows, right clicking and choosing new. That adds a new row in the top of our key set. We'll double click on the code, which of course by default is new, description key. We'll use our backspace and we'll replace that text with HYD to rename it hydrant or HYD. So then we'll click on the style box and we'll select a style for our point. And from our style options for our point, we're going to choose hydrant existing. Once we've selected that, for point label style, we're going to leave that as default. We're going to leave the format. Right now the format is $**, which basically means it's going to use the same label the surveyors entered with the raw data. We're going to make sure the layer is unchecked. Under scale parameter, we're going to make sure that that is checked. That's our yes option. Once we've made all those choices, we'll click the green check box to close this dialog box. Once we've done that, we're going to zoom in on our point to see if the point style has been created, and in the transparent group of commands at the right of our screen, we're going to look for the point icon with the magnifying glass. That is our zoom to point. We'll click on that and we'll be prompted at our command prompt to enter the point number. This is number 260. That's the point we manually created in Activity 4C. And when we zoom in on this now, we can see that the new point style has not been applied. So at this point, now we're going to go to our Prospector tab and we're going to select all the points and apply our new key set description. So we'll select point groups from the Prospector tabs. We'll select the group all points. With that selected, we'll right click and we're going to choose apply description keys. And right away we can see that our newly created description key has applied the point style and label to the point we had manually added earlier in Activity 4C. So we've applied a new description key set. So I'm going to save the drawing at this point. Continuing on, in the Tool Space Settings tab, I'm going to again expand the point group, and then I'll expand the description key sets. I'm going to select the Civil 3D key set again. I'll right click on it and I'm going to choose to edit the keys. Now I'm going to add a parameter. So in the hydrant row, I'm going to double click in the code, and where it says HYD, I'm going to add the asterisk. It's going to serve as a wildcard. Any character after the letters hydrant will be included as in the wildcard. So in that row, I'm going to scroll over to the right and I'm going to select So we're going to scroll over to the right and we're looking for marker rotate. That's our top row. We're going to check that and we're going to set that to parameter 1 in our drop down list. Alright, and then we'll close out the dialog box by clicking on the green check mark in the upper right hand corner. So now in model space, I'm going to select our point object for the hydrant. I'm going to right click and I'm going to choose to edit points from my shortcut options. So edit points, and this again gives me my point number and the coordinates I entered in Activity 4C, And I'm going to change my raw description from simply hydrant to hydrant space hyphen 5. And then I'll select the row, I'll right click, and I'll select apply description keys. Oops. Right click and apply description keys. And you can see the label has been updated to include the -5 after my reference HYD. Having done that, I'm going to click the green check mark in the upper right hand corner to close that out. And my hydrant has been rotated. So this displays the hydrant pumpers following the rotation of the road. All right, I'm going to go back to the Tool Space Setting tab. I'm going to expand the point and description key set. I'm going to again select Civil 3D. I'm going to right click and choose to edit the keys. In my hydrant row now, I am going to change the format from $, asterisk to hydrant. So in my format area, I'm going to double click and I'm going to get rid of the asterisk and I'm going to type in hydrant. Get rid of the $, and the asterisk, and simply type in the word hydrant. Click the green check mark. I'll select the point object in model space again. I'll right click and I will choose apply description keys, and my HYD-5 text has now been replaced with the new format spelled out hydrant. So at this point I'm going to save my drawing.